G'day everyone, welcome back to Cooking with the Riz. Before we continue with this here, I have to apologise to everyone out there, all my subscribers. I haven't put anything on for a little while. I've just had a lot of things going on and I must apologise for that. So here we are today with another little special recipe for you. It's quite quick and easy for all you people that don't have much time and things like that, or you might live in accommodation. It's quite an easy one to do. I will put a recipe up there for you, and you can half the recipe if you like, or you can go with what I've got here. But it's quite easy. All I've got, the hero of the dish is are the red capsicum here, okay? That's the hero of the dish. Yum, yum. It's called pepperonata. Oh, God, say that when you're bloody drunk. And I'm not even drunk. God, it's still hard to say. All right, it's called a peperonata, okay? It's an Italian little red pepper dish. You can serve this as it is. You can just have it as it is on bread, which I'm going to do, as well as I'm going to actually add eggs into it later. I'll show you that little special thing later on. And that makes it a nice meal as well. And I've got my onions here, which I've just cut into quarters and sliced. So, and I've cut my capsicums into half and then quarter again and just sliced the same as the onions. And I've got some tinned Roma tomatoes here. Make sure they're Romas. I've got some basil, which I've just roughly chopped here. And I've got a few more leaves here just for presentation. A little bit of caster sugar and some garlic, which I've peeled, and I've just hit it with the back of the knife, not actually chopped it up. All right, and I've got some white balsamic vinegar. You only need a little bit of that, and some olive oil, and that's it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mosey on over here where the stove is and get things into action. So I will see you over there. Okay, here we are at the stove. Now let's get cracking here with this beautiful dish here. Okay, we've got to put some olive oil in here. Give it a good glug. Don't be too scared. All right, what we're going to do now is just whack the onions in there. Let them go and do their thing. Cook them a little bit. All right. And with that, we're going to throw in the garlic as well. So throw them straight in. We'll just let them cook away, do their little bit. They'll take a few minutes to cook down a bit. Just coat them with the oil. Okay guys, now the onions have been cooking for a few minutes now with the garlic, and I can tell you that beautiful aroma, especially the garlic, is just to die for. All right, and so now I'm going to just toss in the capsicums and let them cook a little while. They will cook down, so don't panic. It's not going to overflow or anything like that. So just give it a good stir, okay? Really good one. Hear that sizzling? Beautiful. And red capsicum are full of vitamin C too, yeah? So, good for you. I love eating them raw, like I did before. Yummy. Yeah, so these will take a bit to cook down. And then we're going to add the other few little ingredients. So we'll come back to that. Okay, everybody. Now, these have been cooking for a couple of minutes now, a few minutes. And see how they've gone down a bit now? So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of caster sugar in here. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of the white balsamic vinegar. 1, 2, and 3. So we've got the sweet, the sour in there. Give that a little bit of a toss around. Ooh, smell that. Ooh. Jeez, that smells really delish already. Can't wait to get into this. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to just add the tomatoes in there. Now, with the tomatoes, Okay, don't be scared. Make sure you got clean hands. Just grab each tomato and just give it a good old squish in here. You might have a bit of tomato go flying around the kitchen, but don't worry. It's all part of the cooking process. All right, that's what your hands are for. You just squeeze them, squash them in. Okay? Simple, simple. And don't forget, when you empty out the cans, put a little bit of water in there and swish out the leftover tomato juice that's in there. And we'll throw that in here as well. Got that over there somewhere. This here, when it's all stewed up, mate, it's going to be bloody-nificent. We'll throw some basil in as well, some salt and pepper. You can have this on the when you're serving this here. You can serve this with steak or oh, sorry guys, that just fell down. With some steak or chicken. I wouldn't serve it with fish. Not really a fish thing to have. Yeah, and that's it. Like, just serve it on the side. And then we can throw the basil in here as well, because of course basil and tomato go together beautifully. We'll give that a good old toss around. We want to put some salt. Don't be too scared to put a bit of salt in there. I'll just turn the flame down a bit. Okay, that's Himalayan salt I use. Give it a good crack of pepper. Don't be too scared with that pepper as well. Yummy, yum. I love pepper. So, yep, as little or as much as you like. You can even add chili to this if you want to, if you're that kind of person that loves chili. Or you can just put it with it when you eat. Mix a bit in when you eat it all. In case there's people that don't like chili, then at least they can still eat it. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to turn this right down, okay, and let it just stew away. If you don't have a big lid to go on top of your pot here, pan rather, what we do is get some foil and make a lid. All right, I want to turn that right down and just let it stew away. So this will take probably about, I don't know, just let it stew for maybe half an hour or something. Check it, see what it's doing. Now the reason why you want to cover it, you don't want it to evaporate too much out of here, all the water and stuff. Otherwise it'll dry up too much. So we just cover it up like that. There we go. So we make a homemade lid. Come back a bit later. And we're going to add the eggs to it after, when it's all nice and collapsed and stewed up, really getting the flavours get through there. And this, by the way, is a lot better the next day. So, and the day after that, and day after that. So yeah, this is quite a lovely little accompaniment, this dish here. Anyway, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Okay guys, now this has been cooking for about, well, I left it on for about around 25 minutes covered, and then I took it off and it's been just simmering away for about probably another half an hour or so, 25 minutes. But this is what you need to do, okay? Now what we're going to do now is add our eggs. Now to do this, you just make a little, kind of like a little hole, I guess if you want to call it that, just in there like so. Always crack an egg in a separate bowl, okay? Just in case you get one that's no good. And then just a little hole there, and you just plonk them in, just like so. And you do that all around, put them all around the whole area. You can put as many as you want in here. I've got, what have I got? 2, 4, 6, this will be 8. I've got 8 here, so you can fit 8 if you want to. Plonk it in, it'll start cooking away. All your lovely eggs. And I'll put one more in here. And like I said, you just put this in the middle of the table, and Bob's your uncle. So just let that simmer away like that. can use your little covers from before, so don't throw them away, just to make like kind of like an oven kind of situation, and they will cook a bit quicker. Alright, just like that. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens in a minute. Alright, it's been probably about a minute and a half. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, they're cooking alright in there. Not too bad. Looking damn good. It'll probably take about, probably a good 5 to 8 minutes. Put fully in there. Okay guys, what I've done here for you, so I've shown you how to make the peperonata, okay? So I've actually cooked a bit of steak just to show you how to, have it with a bit of steak. So I've got my peperonata here. Beautiful peperonata, look at that. Oh my God, that's good. All right, oh, that is so hot. Just give me a minute. All right. Hold it with a tea towel. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some here in the middle, just like so. Okay, you can do it any way you like, okay? But this is the way I'm going to do it, like this. And my meat is here just resting. I've cooked a couple of bits of fillet steak. All right, yum, yum. Look at that. Woohoo. That looks good, good. So you can eat this on its own with bread. You can have it any way your little heart desires. Okay, and then I've got my steak here. All right, and I'm just going to slice it. So it's been resting in some nice juice there, look at that. Just going to slice it like this. So you cook your meat any way you like to have it. I like it kind of medium-ish, rare-ish, kind of. Medium rare, a bit more to medium, a little bit. All right, and then we're just going to put this straight on around here like that. Just like that. Okay. And then I made some garlic sauce. So it's just garlic butter, which is actually in my chicken Kiev. That's the garlic butter that you should make. And I've just added a little bit of cream in there as well. So I'm just going to spoon. So what you do, you just melt down the butter, let that cook for a second or two, and then add the cream and just reduce it down. Okay, and this is what you get. It's beautiful, gorgeous sauce. Look at that. Yoo-hoo! Drizzle it around the plate like so. You can drizzle some over the top of your peperonata. And there you have it, my friends. Let's have a bit of a go at this, eh? Gee, that steak just cuts beautifully. So nice. That's fillet steak, by the way. You choose whatever meat you like, but I like fillet. Or Scotch fillet even. Bit of garlic sauce, bit of peperonata. That is delicious. Oh yeah. And guys, just to let you know, when you look at my recipes and things like that, if you could share it with your friends and family and so forth, helps my channel, makes me bring more things to you as well. And subscribe to my channel as well, hit the like button, and if you've got any questions or whatever, just shoot me a question. If you want me to cook something for you, I'll try my best to do that for you as well. So just hit me up. All right. So until next time, guys, I'm going to go sit in and enjoy this meal here, and I'll see you next time when I do a sweet for you. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something delicious, of course. All right. So until then, take it easy and happy cooking to everyone.